Good morning. Happy last first day of class ever. It's 9 a.m. right now, so I feel like that's kind of embarrassing that I still appear this way, but I did get up I got out of bed probably at 7:30 and I've just been doing some YouTube work on my computer since then. My camera battery is in my car though, so I'm about to make a trip out into the outside to go get that. Probably gonna take some recycling out while I do because we have a lot of recycling over there. I just wanted to say hi before really getting into the video though. Next time you see me, maybe I'll look a little bit less like a 3-year-old who just woke up from their nap. Okay, I think I finally feel ready enough to start the vlog for today. Welcome to my last first day of school ever in my life. This is the last time I'm ever gonna go to a class for the first time. These classes that I'm starting today are the last classes that I'll ever be in my life. No dilemma though. No crisis is happening in the brain. I didn't finish my cup of coffee because I've just been editing a YouTube video so far this morning and I finished it all. Like I, in one sitting, got this video done. So I feel like I entered this little black hole of editing, and the coffee that I had made, I drank like half of and then it just got kind of cold and crusty, you know, as it does whenever it sits out for 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna just restart the day. It's 11:30 right now, but my day's beginning right now, right this second. This is this is second one. I was about to start telling you like what I was about to put in my coffee, and it brought up this repressed memory for me. This milk right here. This nut that the milk is. Can you say it out loud, please? How do you say this nut? Because I say cashew, and that's how I've always said it. This is cashew milk. My favorite nut is cashew. Sometime last year, I was with Kirsten, who was my roommate from last year, if you remember her. And I don't even know under what context this happened, but I said the word cashew around her, and she said, "Bless you." And I was like, "Excuse me?" And she said, "Didn't need to sneeze." And I said, "No, that was cashew." And apparently she says that the rest of the world says cashew with the emphasis on the ca, not the shoe. So everyone else apparently says cashew, and I'm over here cashewing. So I would just really love some reinforcement, or just knowledge, I guess, of if I'm the weird one or if really we're just kind of split on this, because I know people from like all different regions watch this video. So hello, how do you say cashew? Whenever I was in college, there'd be a lot of people that would point out to how I said egg. So egg, can you please say it to yourself? Egg. The little white round things you crack and make breakfast with, an egg. And with that one, I suppose people were saying that really it said like, I don't even know if I can do it, egg instead of egg. So that's another one I'm curious about. How do you say that word? Please let me know. Am I the weird one? Do I need to fix it? Are we just like regionally different? Because I'm from the Midwest, so like I don't really have an accent, I don't believe. Granted, the way I talk now is just a mix up of everything because I'm from the Midwest, but then I lived in Alabama, so like rural South, country South for 3 years, and then now I'm in Atlanta, which also speaks different, so I don't know what I sound like, but I am holding tight to cashew and egg. All right, while my big boy coffee continues being made over there, let's talk about class. My last classes, maybe someone needs to count how often I refer to these as my last classes ever, because that's what they are and I keep thinking about it. But I'm in my Master of Social Work program, which you for sure know if you have seen any of my videos before, because I can't stop talking about it. But my last two classes, the last ones, are CBT, which is Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, and Evidence-Based Practice in Social Work. And so my CBT class I have from 12 to 1:30 on Tuesdays. Right now it's 11:35, so I have 25 minutes until that one starts. And then my evidence-based practice in social work ones I have from 8:15 to 9:45 on Tuesdays. If you're a real OG, you've been with me since the beginning of the program, you might remember that the first classes I had one that was from 8:15 to 9:45, which is past my bedtime. But I haven't had it since, so that's okay. We're just ending out on a late note. I go to bed at 9:30, so 9:45. But the perk of having the late class on Tuesday means that I no longer have any classes on Thursday night. So I don't have any days anymore where I have my internship and class on the same day, which is cool, and that hasn't happened since October. So a little mixed up at the schedule, probably not my ideal schedule, but there's perks to it. As of right now, it seems like these classes are a lot of work. Which I guess is kind of true for all of, oh, my coffee's done. Which I guess is kind of true for all of the classes that I've taken, but every time I think I just keep being a little bit shocked on how much work it is. But as of right now, I've gotten 2 weeks worth of the asynchronous work that we have to do done, which is great because that means I'm technically a week ahead, which is making me not feel any pressure at all to do schoolwork, so I'm just gonna ride this wave as long as I can. It's so strange having class at noon. Like, someone's gonna have to remind me to show up in 25 minutes because I'm not in that right headspace. Also, I'm gonna pop up on Zoom and looking like this. Hi. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm gonna mentally prepare myself. I'll catch you after class. I'm logging in to my last first day classes. I'm sorry. Look, got my big old coffee over here. Got my bowl of Cheerios because I realized I'd forgotten to make lunch and this class gets done at 1:30, so I would be tired by then. Ooh, opening Zoom.
On my settings, I don't hear a doorbell. Are all of you hearing the doorbell? No. So it's just me. Okay, let's do Anna short.
So I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I graduate in May.
That's exciting. Okay. Pink.
I couldn't decide if I was going to go work out after class or if I was going to start on some chores around the house. And so instead I sat at that table in that same exact spot and scrolled TikTok for an hour. So I guess both those times I was going to say like what I was going to do, but I still haven't decided. So I guess I'm gonna do some chores first and then I'll go work out. I'm so worried I'm gonna forget my second class of the day today because I haven't had class Tuesday night at 8:15 and I've never had it to where that one's like the first one, like it's not just back to back. I'm definitely gonna forget it. This big orange bag is like a little Easter egg, I think, in these vlogs. Like, I don't remember which vlogs it's shown up in the past. Maybe you recognize it. Maybe you need to go search through previous vlogs to find it, but it just sporadically shows up and it is my clothes that I've been meaning to donate. Like, I haven't even been trying to do anything fancy with them. I've just been meaning to donate them for the longest time and they've still been existing, just taking up room in the closet in this huge orange bag. But what I decided is I'm actually going to send some of them to ThredUp, the online thrift store, because if I'm going to donate them anyways, then I might as well make the chance of myself getting at least a little bit money, even if that's just credit for ThredUp. I don't really know how that works, but they have it to where like you can send things in and then you don't get paid or anything until your thing sells. So it's very long term. Like, I'm not getting an immediate anything from this, if I even get anything from this, but I figured I would just send in some of the like more quality clothes just to see, because if I'm going to be donating them anyways, like, might as well get the chance. I just don't really feel like going through the effort of Poshmark because it's a lot of effort. So I'm going to pick out some good things from this bag. Also, I kind of feel like whenever I go through this bag, I'm going to find things that I actually do want to keep. So we'll see if that happens. I apologize to my past self if that happens. Maybe that's why I've kept this so long, is because I know there might be things in here that I want. But I'm actually going to like take the initiative to put some in a box and send it to ThredUp. So that'll at least get rid of some of the clothes.
Hey stranger, look my way, and you in town, I'm wondering your name, and I'm guessing that it's real pretty and then some. Hey stranger, look my way, the coffee wasn't great, but I'll stay anyway, and come back tomorrow and order another one.
Okay, the headspace is weird for today's first day of class, and I don't even know like in what way. I am prepping to go work out now that it's 4:44. That's why I think it's so weird, it's because with my new schedule, I feel like my productive hours are like interrupted. Like, even though the only thing that's changing is literally what time on Tuesday class is, I feel like it just threw me off today to where I like haven't been able to do anything. Also, no matter how many hair ties I buy, I can never find them. Oh wait. Okay, well here's one. Yeah, like we can check the to-do list before I go work out, the to-do list I wrote this morning, but it just is not going to have a lot crossed off because I just have been kind of moseying about, not really doing too much, which I guess is good because maybe I need a little break day, especially since we don't get breaks between classes. That's what one of my coworkers is working on her PsyD right now, and they have 2.5 weeks between classes, which granted, I guess if I had that, my program would take like 2 months longer for me to complete, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm in this final stretch is why I feel weird, because like, what's the final stretch mean for me? In my CBT class, which went great, by the way, I feel like it'll be a good class. I just hope that I have enough mental energy to truly give it what it deserves. Does that make sense? Like, these classes that I'm taking are some of the ones that I've been the most excited about. It's definitely like the pair together. There's no class that I hate. There's no class that I'm not excited for in this little session, which is the first time that's not the first time that that's happened. That was about to be rather dramatic. But I'm really excited for both of these classes. But I just worry that I'm not going to give them the time or mental energy that they deserve. But also maybe like I shouldn't even give myself the option of not doing that. I don't know. No, but in that class today, we did a CBT exercise with like a partner. Like, she sent us out into breakout rooms with just one other person. And it basically was talking about worries. And one of the questions was like, what is your biggest worry right now? And then you're supposed to talk about your biggest worry. And basically with CBT, it's a lot of just how your thoughts can affect your feelings and your behavior. So like reframing your thoughts to be more beneficial for you and more helpful for you instead of giving weight and giving energy and really focusing on inaccurate and unhelpful thoughts. So the whole point of the exercise was like, okay, this is your worry. Now let's walk down that little rabbit hole. Like, what fear is underlying this worry? What's the worst case scenario that could happen? If that worst case scenario happens, how will you cope through it? Like, it just kind of walks you through that whole process so that then theoretically you start to realize, oh, this worry maybe isn't as detrimental for me as I am feeling like it is. All this to say, it was taking me so long to even come up with something I was worried about. Like, I still like did enough to come up with the exercise, but I was really thinking deep in it about how I'm not really worried about anything right now, which is nuts. Like, that's crazy. Or I guess like the things that I'm worried about are more like regular anxiety things. What I mean by this is like, this is the first time I'm mentioning it, but I have an interview coming up next week. And I am anxious about that, just in the wanting to be prepared for it, wanting to make a good impression, wanting to perform in a way in which I give myself options for what happens after post-grad. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be able to do my best. But as far as actual worry goes, I'm not worried about getting this job because I know that there are other opportunities out there too. Like, I'm not stressed of, oh, if they don't give me this job. Like, if it's a great match and we both match each other, then sounds great, sounds awesome. But like, if for some reason I'm not the perfect match for them, or if they're not the perfect match for me, like, I'm not stressed about that. But I still do feel anxiety about it because I have to do that interview. I don't know the point of these deep thoughts, but they were deep thoughts and they were brought on by class. So maybe this is gonna be an every Tuesday thing now where I'm just self-reflecting. Maybe that's what I'm gonna get out of this class. Back there's my box that I put clothes in. So I did successfully complete that today. Also, it's such a pretty day outside. I need to get outside more often. What I need to do actually is today's the first of the month, and so I need to wrap up my February goals and like enter into my March goals. But honestly, I don't know when this video is getting posted. My posting schedule is about to get a little bit wonky, so it might not be the beginning of March whenever you're seeing this. I'll still do it though. At this point, I'm procrastinating going to work out, so I need to do that and we'll catch up. Small change of plans, just a small one. I did get a workout in, just a small one. I did some legs and I was planning on just doing a bit of legs and then doing stairs, but Zach called and he's getting out of practice now, and he asked if I wanted to do a dinner date at Chipotle, which of course, yes, every night I want that. And since now on Tuesdays I don't have class at 6:30, we can actually do it and not be rushed. Last time we did a dinner date on Tuesday at Chipotle, we probably were there from like 6:05 to 6:15, and then I had to rush back so I could get to class. But first day of new classes means new schedule, means can do Chipotle on Tuesdays. So it's a little bit Chipotle at the expense of other workout, but also like I walked to the gym, I'm walking back. I probably did a total of like 70 reps of different things while I was in there, so it's fine.
Because I like everything about you. I like everything about you. Yes, I do. I see you standing there in your waitress active wear and think, you sure know how to do. I see you standing there wearing flowers in your hair and think, hey, you sure look like you. I like everything about you. I like everything about you. Yes, I do, yes, I do. I like everything about you. Oh, I like everything about you. I came in on Monday and I didn't see your face, and came back on Tuesday and you.
I can go. My name is Anna. I'm in Atlanta and my internship is at a youth detention center, which is part of why I wanted to take this class, is because in the practice that I'm seeing and practicing myself, it really is just the child because of where they're at. And so you can see a lot of the fault lines that they come in with and a lot of the just relationship and social support problems that they come in with. And so I'm excited to get to learn about these practices, and then also excited to see like in this community where that can be found outside of the detention center, so that hopefully these clients can get that holistic support in the child and family treatment. Same location, different day. It is Wednesday now, Wednesday morning, and I have so much work to do. So that's the goal for today. I didn't do any of my prep for teaching this weekend yesterday. No, I really didn't do anything yesterday, if we're being for real, if we're being honest. So today I'm starting off by getting that prep done just because then it's out of the way, then I know what I'm teaching. The hard thing about teaching, so I teach ACT and SAT prep classes. Most of the stuff is like normal, works just fine. Some of the math I'm so rusty on, and growing up math was always my thing. Like I was so good at math. I was like in advanced math classes, like it just came easily to me, and now I'm looking at this and like, no, none of this makes sense. But I have to relearn it so that I am able to teach it. But with those classes, the first class that I started, it was an SAT class. The first class that I started, the last class of it is on Saturday, so it's my first like full circle with a group of students, which is kind of exciting because that means they're sitting for the SAT, I believe the week after, or most of them are. That's when it's like scheduled to. So they have our last class this Saturday. Next Saturday we'll be sitting for the actual test. I don't know how long it takes to get scores back, but I'm just really hoping that they made some improvement, that I was effective, at least in some way. And then I also have 2 other classes, so I'm teaching 3 this weekend. And for one of mine, for my ACT class, it's like midterm time, and so it's not hard, it's just time consuming because it's like I have this template that I just fill out, and it has like the student's name, and then it has like their attendance, their participation, if they've been completing homework, and then like areas improved, areas to still work on, and then some like tips so that they can still be on track to increase their scores. So it's not like it requires a lot of thought, but it's just time consuming. And I have 18 students in that class, so it's not even that many. It just takes forever. But so that's a goal for today. I need to actually get my assignments for my classes into my calendar because I have like class itself and the asynchronous work and like the readings and everything I need to do and by when, but I don't have the like papers, or there's a couple role plays that are going to be due, so I just don't have those into my calendar. And last session I just made do without ever writing down the dates for those. I would just like wait until a professor would mention something would be due and I'd be okay, I guess I'll do that now. And I don't think I should do that for this last one, especially because there's a bit more papers and everything in these classes than there were in my last session. So that's a goal for today. I need to get groceries because we're running out, and so I need to plan food. I have at least 1 order that is supposed to be arriving today, which is pretty exciting, so I'll obviously vlog that if it comes. I feel like today I'm not gonna make you watch a bunch of time lapses of me working, but I'll check in throughout the day so that you can know if I'm actually doing my stuff or not. We call like a little accountability there. My second class did go well last night though. It just went late, it felt like, but I still slept fine and everything, so it was okay. Like it's not the end of the world that it goes until 9:45. Oh, I mentioned last week in my vlog how I had a TikTok that had blown up, and so I had gained some followers. I had another one get big, so I'm feeling really good about myself again today. As of right now, it has 700,000 views. Y'all didn't know I was famous. Y'all thought we were on the same level, you know, just average beings. And really, I am fame. I am a I can't even say it. No, I think the TikTok just like struck a relatability nerve in some people because it was about like being overworked at work essentially, which is a little bit funny because the TikTok that gained a lot of followers for me last week was one about me working in jail, and then this one is about like being overworked at a job, which I genuinely like am not right now. It was kind of referring to feelings from a previous job that I had, but now it's kind of funny because it's like, what do I post next? I don't know if you could hear the banging on the door. It was some maintenance men, which I was confused at first because I didn't think we'd had put in any like requests for anything to be worked on. And apparently what it is they just had to do, I don't know if it was fire inspection or just like a general inspection, but they were inspecting. We passed. We were inspected well. Okay, I'm gonna start working. All right, it is 11:28 and I finished my SAT prep for when I'm actually teaching. The only thing I still have left for that specific class is going over the test that they took last week so that we can pinpoint like specific questions and topics and everything that need to be worked on after reviewing that test. I think what I'm going to do though is one, revamp my to-do list, because right now that's downstairs and I never even went back over after yesterday and like crossed off what I actually did get done or like add on what I need to get done. So I'm going to do that, find a little snack or something to eat, and I really want to take a walk because it's beautiful outside and I keep just staring at it without actually being able to witness it. And even whenever the maintenance people were here earlier, they were talking about how pretty it was outside and I was like, I wouldn't know. What I kind of want is wherever we move next, like whichever apartment I live in after this, I want there to be a way to open the windows. Like our windows right now, it's built to where you should be able to open them, but they're like screwed shut so that we can't. So I don't know why they don't want us to open them, but I want to be able to have fresh air or have like a balcony or something so that it's not just like when I'm inside, I'm just in this little box. What I was going to say earlier, and I think this is when the maintenance people came in, so I got interrupted with the TikToks that have like been getting popular, been gaining followers. One of them was me talking about being in jail and one of them was me talking about like like being overworked in a job. And so now it's like, what do I post about to like please these followers? My thought is I'll just keep posting things that feel relevant to me, and like maybe they'll stick around, and if not, they won't. But on TikTok, I really don't have like a niche for real. Like I do talk about my life, which then includes like social work, but there's also just like things I find funny or like goals or whatever. And so I keep thinking about, I feel like I need to turn into like a social media strategist, because I am not that. I'm social work, social sciences, but not social media. What I do like about the prep that I've been doing is that it's not like brainless, but it doesn't require a lot of thinking. So I've been able to watch a lot of YouTube today, and I've been working to find like more people to watch on YouTube, because I think for a while it was like I'd found my people and I'd watch their videos, but now it's like, oh wait, there's other people that make videos too that I can really like. And so I've just been kind of catching up on new people's videos, getting to know other people on the tube, which is really cool. Let's go check that to-do list. I'm scared. Let's go check the to-do list. All right, got my crackers, got yesterday's to-do list. We'll do a little review. See, the sad thing is like with the SAT and ACT, the stuff that I've written down, I don't get to cross any of it off yet because I'm not done with any of it yet. YouTube, as far as that goes, I did edit a video yesterday. I did reach out to brands, but I still need to make a calendar. I really had some wishful thinking that I was gonna finish my process recording. Basically, we have process recordings that are due for my field placement, and a process recording is when you essentially just write verbatim a conversation you have with a client, like in session, and then there's different columns, and it's like you have to write like what the client was feeling at this time, what you were feeling at this time, what skill you were using at this time, and then any like reflections you have, if you were using any like theories. Like it's super in-depth, and there's 2 of them that we have to like enter and submit into our little portal thing through the semester. And last semester I got them both done in like October, like the ones that I have to turn in, and so I just went ahead and did that, and it was not gonna wait, didn't have to think about it. And they just keep getting pushed off this semester because like I can just get them done and then they're done, but also they take so much work, and yeah, I'm not doing that. But I did do 2 classes yesterday. I made a call that I wanted to, and I worked out, so at least there's that. What did I tell you I needed to do today? Groceries is one, so I have to plan food and then go get groceries. Still plan for all my classes, do those midterms, and then with my, I was gonna make my calendar for my class. I feel like it gets so confusing talking about, because there's like the classes I'm teaching that are totally unrelated to the classes I'm taking, and then make a content calendar just so I have that planned out, or at least an idea of that planned out. I feel like the content calendars I always make never actually come to fruition the way that I write them, but it is good to have like ideas to fall back on. Oh, and then some new things to the list. I do want to declutter, just because there's been so much clutter around, and I think part of that is because there's not a lot of places to put things here. Like, we have a lot of space in this apartment, but it's just not super furnished because we're all in college. Like that's not the biggest, I don't know, worry. But since it's not super furnished, there's just not a lot of places to put stuff, which means stuff just kind of ends up all over. And so decluttering is on my list. I don't know if I'll get it done today, but you know. And then I'm also going to be starting to plan my sister's bachelorette party. And so what I'll do today is just like brainstorm, maybe start to look up places, look at who needs to be invited, just like the very basic parts of that. And then I want to walk and work out. That feels like a lot, especially for it being 11:30 right now. Like I feel like the day's slipping away from me. What I do kind of wonder though, because my walk I wanted to do to get outside, but what if there's work that I can take outside and do? Because we have like little tables outside and stuff, and I already put on my face sunscreen just in case. So I think I'm gonna see if there is any work that I can transfer from my desk to outside. And what if the Wi-Fi reaches? Like that would also be incredible. Maybe that's the new plan. I'm gonna eat my crackers though. I'm thinking too much. I just used the last of my Broma almond butter. It's all the way empty in there now. I feel like I've been getting quite a bit done. If you can hear sounds around me, that's because there's a lot going. The dishwasher's going, the dryer's going, the washer's going in like a self-clean wash, because I took out our agitator, like the part that fabric softener I think it's supposed to go in, because it had always been so gunky, and I just never even knew like if it could be removed or if it could be cleaned or whatever. So I took it out. It can be cleaned, so at least there's just less like buildup in there, so maybe it'll help clothes get clean. I don't know if that actually did anything. As I mentioned, used the last of my Broma almond butter on these waffles. And the other exciting, I got a big pack of Celsius. I got them from Walmart because buying them in the big pack is a lot cheaper than buying them just individually. I kind of wanted to get the variety pack so I could try different flavors, but I guess their variety packs are kind of just like a hodgepodge of like maybe leftovers, I'm not really sure, but they're not like guaranteed to get one of each or something like that. And in the variety pack, they didn't have the one flavor that I knew I really liked, which is the sparkling apple Fuji pear. So I just got a pack of 12 of these, and I'm really excited for them. I'm gonna drink one. I need to go grocery shopping. Gosh, okay. I did plan my meals, so I'll talk about that whenever I do end up actually going grocery shopping. But I also want to work out, but I kind of wanted to drink a Celsius before working out. But also, as of right now, I have about an hour before I should not be drinking caffeine anymore. This is delicious. Maybe I'll just drink the Celsius regardless for the energy and then go work out later. I have no idea. I'm so bad at planning out the times of doing things.
Baby, we can find it. We can find that pot of gold. We can find that pot of gold.
There's a lot of background sounds happening right now, for which I apologize, but I'm putting away laundry. It's been a second since I've dated the vlog, so I did go grocery shopping, and honestly I was there for an hour and a half, I think, getting everything. So as I make recipes and stuff, I'm gonna try to be showing recipes more, because I know I always show my groceries, which I'm not this time because they're all put away and everything done. And I talk about my cooking, but I don't show it. And that's really been life-changing for me in the month of February. So my goal is to show it more. But something else that's fun that I got at Kroger while I was there is they were having a deal on the build your own 6-pack. And so I got a 6-pack of various different Atlanta brewed beers, IPAs. I might have gotten, I forget if I got anything else, but just to try them, because I've mentioned in recent vlogs, I really haven't gotten out much since being in Atlanta. So even though I live here, it's I've been so busy when I live here that I could be living anywhere. I'm excited to try the Atlanta brewed whatever, and then maybe I'll even go to those breweries if I end up liking their things. I also went and worked out. It was pretty late, which I've kind of turned more into a late workout gal than I used to ever be at all. I think it was from 6:30 to about 7:20 I was there, and I did an AMRAP workout, which has been a long time since I've done that. Those are my favorite last spring, and then I kind of just burnt out and stopped doing them. But AMRAP is as many reps as possible, and so basically you give yourself 2 to 3 exercises to cycle between, and then you pick a number of reps. Typically it's 10. I don't know if that's arbitrary or if there's a reason for that. And you set a timer, so anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. And so you set the timer and you just do going through 10 reps of each, 10 reps of each, 10 reps of each, no break until the timer's up, and then you take a break. So it's HIIT, I'm pretty sure, high intensity intervals. But it's just a good way to get a full body in, or just to get a lot of different exercises in. And those minutes go by fast. Today I did 5 minutes and they were really going by fast. And then I just spent a little bit of time, probably 15 minutes or so on the elliptical after that, reading. So it ended up being good. Today's Wednesday night, meaning I go into jail tomorrow, but I don't have class tomorrow, which is going to feel weird at the time. So I think what I'm going to do is wake up early like I usually do on Thursdays to do work, get situated, do whatever before going into jail, and then afterwards go work out, I believe is my plan, which is different than usual. I've been watching old vlogs of mine from April, May, I'm about to get into June, and it's really been a trip down memory lane. I don't know, I just feel life was so different, and it's coming up on being a year since those, and in my head it's not at all been that long. So it's been kind of crazy, kind of wild, but I'm gonna get back to that and put away all this laundry. We also washed our sheets, so that's good. I feel today was productive. Yesterday was a day that I was trying to be productive and it just was not happening for me, but today was actually a good level of things happening to the point where I feel prepared going into the next few days. I'm holding the entire tripod because I'm running all the time, and it felt like a waste of seconds to really collapse this boy. But little OOTD, just gonna have some blue shoes that I'm gonna wear. Pretty basic. We didn't really dress all out for jail, you know how it is. But I woke up early this morning to do some midterms for that ACT class, and I ended up getting 5 done, so I only have 6 left to go, which I'll try to crank out tonight if I get the chance, if not tomorrow morning. Overall, feeling good though. Like I said, on my way to jail, so beautiful day today, and it's Friday at that, so extra beautiful day today. I'm obviously on my way to jail. Well, maybe obviously. I don't know how obvious that is. Yesterday was a good day. Yesterday, we ended up doing our Fun Friday yesterday, which was Thursday. Not for sure why, but basically that meant that my day was really, really busy because it was mental health week to help out with the positive behavior incentives that they do. And so what that looked like, they get a little canteen sheet because there's a way that the kids get bucks if they do good, whatever. And then they get 2 to 4 snacks and get a pick different events that take place throughout the week that they want to be a part of, one of which is Fun Friday, which then was also yesterday. So yesterday during their lunchtime when everyone was in their room, I went and passed out all the canteen sheets so they could fill out what they wanted. And then we had our treatment team meeting yesterday, and then right after treatment team I went to the kitchen to they're having chicken nuggets and fries for their Fun Friday, and then the kids just kind of came out in groups and had time to hang out, listen to music, play cards, eat their chicken nuggets and fries. So it wasn't like stressful necessarily, it was just busy. And the thing with that is that now today it's gonna look a lot less busy than usually Fridays are, since we did it all yesterday. So today my goal, I need to type up some notes, because since I went to the kitchen right after treatment team, I didn't get a chance to type up the notes that I needed to for that. So gotta do some documentation today. I don't need to see any kids, which is nice. Like I still will see them, but I don't need to like do a session with any kids. I just really need to get those notes done, and then need to get signatures for my like files, so that then I can maybe actually file and get caught up on that. I feel like I have a lot of work to do and I feel like I don't have a lot of time to do it. I'm still like stressed a little bit about teaching this weekend, just because they took tests last week and I need to go over the tests so I can see like which test questions to re-go over, and I haven't gone over those tests yet, so I need to do that tonight. I haven't like done grad school outside of actually going to classes since I don't know when, but I'm gonna need to do those those classes too. And then if you remember, I mentioned I have an interview on Tuesday. I want to like get prepared for that, like just to make sure I'm ready, like I feel ready. That, and I need to go over the actual content that I'm teaching, because some of the content is harder math, like I was mentioning earlier, and I just don't feel confident in it, so I need to do that. It's kind of funny, I feel like, because whenever I go to jail, like I'm not stressed while I'm there usually. Like sometimes there are really stressful days, you can see those a few vlogs back, but usually I'm not like super stressed while there. But it is also like almost an avoidance thing from like everything I need to do when I get home. So like when I go there, I might even just be sitting around for a few hours today, which is good. Like yes, really like that. But it is kind of funny thinking like, oh, but I could be spending these hours to do like schoolwork or something, except I couldn't because I'm at jail. So it's kind of a weird mental space there. But I'm gonna head in. Obviously, we'll catch up after.
Riding bikes along the beach, squeaking sand beneath our feet. Water is so clear and blue, all my dreams are coming true. Days are hard and nights are long. I like singing you this song. Skinny dipping with the moon. Life's more fun when I'm with you.
Saturday! Happy Saturday! It's Saturday at 4 p.m. actually. I just finished teaching for my last double, so this is the last time that I'll have, I'm pretty sure, maybe I should check my calendar before I say that for sure, but I taught my last SAT class this morning for the group that I went like full circle with, and then I taught an ACT class in the afternoon, and I believe that this is the last time that I have 2 in a row like that in a day, which I'm excited for. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, it just is like basically the whole Saturday then is spent teaching, and also the prep for it is a lot. So now I'll have more time throughout the week because I won't be having to prep quite as much content each weekend, and this payday is still to come, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Tomorrow I do teach one more class just in the afternoon, so that's okay though. Last night when I got home, I spent basically the entire time just prepping again, because like I said, it takes me so much time to do, but it's because it's my first time going through this class outside of training, and so some of the pages are new and everything, but it's all uphill from here. It's good. I feel like I've gotten over the hump, which is very nice. It's a very great feeling. Yesterday in jail, it was good. I forget what I told you like going into it was going to be like, but overall like I had enough work to do, but it wasn't too much work to do. It's a lot of kind of like sifting through paperwork, sorting through paperwork. What else did I do? I really don't remember. That's why I need a vlog day of, because like what was my yesterday like? I did have chocolate cake for dinner, so that feels relatively important. Oh, I don't even think we've talked since, have we talked since Thursday night? I just lost like my entire vlog train of thought. What have we discussed so far? Because on Thursday night was the night that I went and did my editing outside as the sun was going down with my little, it wasn't a beer, I think it was like a blackberry lemon sour or something, and it was good. Remember how I'm trying like my Atlanta brewed things? It was good. I was a fan of it. I'm very hungry right now, and so I'm gonna make dinner, and I'll show you that before ending the video, because I know I keep talking about my food and then I rarely ever show it. I don't know yet what I'm making tonight for dinner. It's gonna be something with beef. No, it's gonna be something with turkey, because that's what I pulled out to de-thaw. On Thursday I made spicy bacon, eggplant, and mushroom pasta, and today, how about today I'll do Korean style beef rice bowl with cucumbers. That's gonna be my plan for today. So that's what we're doing.
These days, under the sun together. These days, let's make them last forever. These days, let's hope they last forever. Tide the seashells on the sand. I like walking hand in hand. Climb the lighthouse for the view. I like going there with you.